The Colossus of the Himalayas, introducing Mount Everest. Mount Everest. The name alone evokes awe and a sense of adventure. Towering above the clouds, it is the highest point on Earth. Known as Chomolungma, goddess mother of the world, in Tibetan and Sagarmatha, head touching the sky in Nepali, Everest stands as a testament to nature's grandeur. Its summit pierces the sky at a staggering 29,031.7 feet, or 8,848.86 meters. Located in the Mahalangur Himal sub-range of the Himalayas, this majestic peak straddles the border between Nepal and Tibet. For centuries, Mount Everest has captivated the imaginations of explorers, climbers, and dreamers alike. Its sheer size and formidable presence have earned it a place of reverence in the hearts of many. The mountain's allure lies not only in its physical stature but also in the challenges it presents. To stand atop Everest is to conquer one's limits and experience the world from a perspective few will ever know. The journey to Everest's summit is not for the faint of heart. It is a perilous climb that demands physical strength, mental fortitude, and unwavering determination. Yet, despite the risks, adventurers from all corners of the globe are drawn to its slopes year after year. They are lured by the promise of adventure, the pursuit of glory, and the desire to test the limits of human endurance. A geological marvel: formation and composition of Everest. Mount Everest is a testament to the immense power of geological forces. It was formed over millions of years by the collision of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates. This ongoing collision continues to shape the Himalayas, pushing Everest and its surrounding peaks higher by a few millimeters each year. The mountain's distinctive three-sided pyramid shape, known as a horn, is the result of glacial erosion. The rock layers that make up Mount Everest tell a fascinating story of its geological past. The summit pyramid is composed of gray limestone that formed on the floor of the Tethys Sea over 400 million years ago. Below the limestone lies a layer of yellow band marble, a metamorphic rock that was once limestone before being transformed by heat and pressure. Further down, the mountain is composed of various metamorphic and igneous rocks, including schist, gneiss, and granite. The study of Everest's geology provides valuable insights into the Earth's history and the processes that have shaped our planet. Scientists continue to study the mountain's rock formations, glacial movements, and seismic activity to better understand the dynamics of plate tectonics and the ongoing evolution of the Himalayas. Their findings contribute to our knowledge of mountain building, climate change, and the history of life on Earth. Unveiling the peak discovery and naming of Chomolungma. For centuries, the people of Tibet and Nepal have revered Mount Everest as a sacred peak. However, it wasn't until the mid-19th century that the mountain came to the attention of the Western world. In 1852, the Great Trigonometrical Survey of India, a project to survey and map the Indian subcontinent, identified Peak 15th, as it was then known, as the highest mountain in the world. The task of measuring Peak 15 fell to Radhanath Sikdar, an Indian mathematician and surveyor. Using trigonometry and a network of survey stations, Sikdar calculated the mountain's height to be 29,002 feet, or 8,840 meters. His calculations were later confirmed, and Peak 15 was officially recognized as the highest point on Earth. The mountain was named Mount Everest in 1865 in honor of Sir George Everest, the Surveyor General of India from 1830 to 1843. Everest himself had objected to the idea, arguing that the mountain should retain its local names. However, his objections were overruled, and the name Mount Everest stuck. The Ascent of Legends: A History of Triumph and Tragedy. The quest to conquer Mount Everest has captivated the world for over a century. Countless expeditions have set out to reach its summit, some ending in triumph, others in tragedy. The mountain's history is etched in the stories of those who dared to climb its treacherous slopes. The first successful ascent of Mount Everest was achieved on May 29, 1953, by Sir Edmund Hillary, a New Zealand beekeeper, and Tenzing Norgay, a Sherpa mountaineer from Nepal. Their historic achievement marked a pivotal moment in mountaineering history. News of their success spread like wildfire, capturing the imaginations of people around the globe. Since that historic climb, thousands of climbers have followed in Hillary and Norgay's footsteps. Mount Everest has become the ultimate prize for mountaineers, drawing adventurers from all walks of life. However, the mountain's allure is not without its risks. over 300 climbers have lost their lives on Everest, a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of the mountain. Section 5. Guardians of the Sacred Peak, the Sherpa people, and Everest. For the Sherpa people of Nepal, Mount Everest is more than just a mountain. It is a sacred entity, a deity to be revered and respected. Known as Chomolungma, which translates to Goddess Mother of the World, Everest holds a profound spiritual significance in Sherpa culture. They believe that the mountain is home to gods and spirits, and that to climb its slopes is to enter a sacred realm. The Sherpas have lived in the shadow of Mount Everest for centuries, adapting to the harsh conditions of the high Himalayas. Their knowledge of the mountain, its weather patterns, and its treacherous terrain is unparalleled. For generations, Sherpas have played a vital role in expeditions to Everest, serving as guides, porters, and companions to foreign climbers. The Sherpa people's deep connection to Mount Everest is evident in their culture, their traditions, and their way of life. They have a profound respect for the mountain and its environment, recognizing the delicate balance that exists between humans and nature. Their knowledge and experience are invaluable to ensuring the safety and success of expeditions to the roof of the world. Section 6. A fragile ecosystem, biodiversity and conservation efforts. Despite its harsh conditions, the Mount Everest region is home to a surprising diversity of life. From the snow leopards that roam the high alpine meadows to the Himalayan tahr that scale the rocky slopes, the region supports a unique and fragile ecosystem. The lower elevations are covered in forests of rhododendron, birch, and juniper, providing habitat for a variety of bird species, including the blood pheasant and the Himalayan monal. However, the increasing number of visitors to Mount Everest is taking a toll on the region's delicate environment. Waste disposal is a major concern, with tons of garbage, including oxygen bottles, tents, and human waste, accumulating on the mountain slopes. The impact of climate change is also being felt, with glaciers melting at an alarming rate, threatening the water supply for millions of people downstream. Efforts are underway to address these environmental concerns. Organizations like the Sagarmatha Pollution Control Committee are working to clean up the mountain and promote responsible trekking practices. The Nepalese government has implemented regulations to limit the number of climbers and reduce waste. However, more needs to be done to protect this fragile ecosystem for future generations. Section 7. The mountain's toll environmental concerns on Everest. The allure of Mount Everest comes at a cost. The increasing number of expeditions has led to a growing concern over the environmental impact on the mountain. One of the most pressing issues is waste management. Tons of garbage, including oxygen bottles, tents, and human waste, have accumulated on the mountain's slopes over the years. The harsh conditions and high altitude make it extremely difficult to remove waste from Everest. Most of it is left behind where it poses a threat to the environment and the health of climbers. The melting glaciers, exacerbated by climate change, are also releasing long-buried trash, further compounding the problem. Another concern is the impact of human waste. With limited sanitation facilities at higher camps, climbers often resort to burying their waste in the snow. However, as the snow melts, the waste resurfaces, contaminating water sources and posing health risks. The increasing popularity of Everest as a climbing destination has only amplified these environmental challenges. Section 8. Beyond the summit, the enduring allure of Mount Everest. Despite the risks and the environmental concerns, Mount Everest continues to exert a powerful hold on the human imagination. The allure of standing on the roof of the world, of testing one's limits against the forces of nature, is a siren song that draws adventurers from all corners of the globe. For some, climbing Everest is a personal challenge, a test of physical and mental endurance. For others, it is a spiritual journey, a chance to connect with something larger than themselves. Whatever the motivation, the desire to climb Everest speaks to a deep-seated human need to explore, to discover, and to push the boundaries of what is possible. The experience of climbing Everest is often life-changing. It is a journey that demands sacrifice, determination, and a willingness to face one's fears. Those who return from the summit often speak of a profound sense of accomplishment, a newfound appreciation for the fragility of life, and a deeper understanding of themselves. Section 9. Everest, a testament to human ambition and nature's majesty. Mount Everest stands as a testament to both human ambition and nature's majesty. It is a place where the human spirit is tested against the raw power of the natural world. The mountain's towering presence, its unforgiving conditions, and its breathtaking beauty have captivated the imaginations of people for generations. While the quest to conquer Everest has come at a cost, both human and environmental, the mountain continues to inspire awe and wonder. It reminds us of the power of nature, the resilience of the human spirit, and the importance of respecting the delicate balance of our planet. As we continue to explore the far reaches of our world, may Mount Everest serve as a reminder of the importance of both pushing our limits and treading lightly on our planet. It is a symbol of the heights to which we can aspire, and the responsibility we have to protect the natural wonders that inspire.
The Himalayas, a majestic range that stretches across 5 countries, forming a natural barrier between the Tibetan Plateau and the Indian subcontinent, a land of towering peaks and icy silence. Here, nature reigns supreme, and the mountains stand as timeless sentinels, watching over the world below. Among these giants, one stands supreme: Mount Everest, known as Sagarmatha in Nepal and Chomolungma in Tibet. It is the highest point on Earth, rising to an awe-inspiring 8,848 meters. For centuries, it has beckoned explorers, adventurers, and dreamers alike. From the early expeditions of George Mallory and Andrew Irvine to the triumphant ascent of Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay in 1953, Everest has been a symbol of human aspiration and determination. Its allure is undeniable, a siren song for those who seek to test the limits of human endurance. Each year, hundreds of climbers from around the world gather at its base, driven by a shared dream to conquer the unconquerable. What is it about this mountain that calls to us? Is it the challenge? The desire to push beyond our perceived limits and achieve the extraordinary? The sheer magnitude of its scale? Standing at the base of Everest, one cannot help but feel humbled by its immense presence, a reminder of our place in the natural world. Or perhaps it's the desire to stand where so few have stood before, to breathe the thin air at the roof of the world, to gaze upon the horizon from the highest vantage point on the planet, where the sky meets the earth in a breathtaking panorama. Whatever the reason, Everest continues to exert a powerful pull on our collective imagination. It represents the ultimate adventure, a journey into the unknown, where every step is a testament to human courage and resilience. The journey to its summit is not for the faint of heart. It is a grueling test of physical and mental strength, a perilous dance with altitude, weather, and the very limits of human survival. The mountain demands respect, and those who underestimate it do so at their peril. It is a grueling test of physical and mental strength, a perilous dance with altitude, weather, and the very limits of human survival. The mountain demands respect, and those who underestimate it do so at their peril. The path to the summit is fraught with challenges, from the treacherous Khumbu icefall to the thin air of the death zone, where every breath is a struggle. But for those who dare to answer the call, the rewards are immeasurable. The sense of accomplishment, the camaraderie forged in the face of adversity, and the indescribable beauty of the world seen from the top of Everest make the journey worthwhile. It is a testament to the indomitable human spirit, a reminder that we are capable of achieving greatness when we dare to dream and push beyond our limits. The climb itself is a symphony of challenges. Each step forward is a victory against the relentless pull of gravity. The air thins with every meter gained, each breath a precious commodity. The cold is biting, seeping through even the most advanced gear. But amidst these hardships, there is an undeniable thrill, a sense of exhilaration that comes from pushing beyond perceived limits. It's a dance with danger, a constant negotiation between ambition and survival. The mountain demands respect, and any misstep can have dire consequences. Yet, the rewards of this perilous dance are immeasurable. The panoramic views from the upper slopes are breathtaking, a tapestry of snow, rock, and sky. The camaraderie forged among fellow climbers is unbreakable, a bond built on shared struggle and mutual support. Mount Everest, known to the Tibetans as Chomolungma, meaning Goddess Mother of the World, is a force of nature. This majestic peak has captured the imagination of adventurers and explorers for centuries. Its sheer size and the challenges it presents have made it a symbol of human endurance and the ultimate test of physical and mental strength. It stands at a staggering 8,848.86 meters, or 29,031.7 feet, above sea level, the highest point on Earth. This colossal height is not just a number. It represents the pinnacle of our planet, a place where the air is thin and the conditions are harsh. Reaching the summit is a feat that only a few have achieved, and it remains a dream for many. Located in the Mahalangur Himal subrange of the Himalayas, it straddles the border between Nepal and Tibet. This unique position has made it a cultural icon for both regions, with a rich history of myths and legends surrounding it. The mountain is not just a geographical landmark, it is a spiritual symbol, revered by the local people who live in its shadow. Its formation is a testament to the immense power of geological forces. Over millions of years, the collision of tectonic plates has shaped this giant, pushing it higher and higher. The mountain's rugged terrain and towering peaks are a direct result of these powerful natural processes. The ongoing collision of the Indian and Eurasian tectonic plates continues to push the mountain skyward, albeit at an imperceptibly slow pace. This relentless movement is a reminder of the dynamic nature of our planet, where nothing is ever truly static. The forces that created Everest are still at work today, slowly but surely altering the landscape. The mountain is composed of sedimentary rock that was once part of the ancient Tethys Sea. These rocks, now found at the highest point on Earth, tell a story of a time when the area was submerged underwater. Fossils of marine life found on Everest are a fascinating glimpse into this ancient past, providing clues about the Earth's geological history. These facts and figures only begin to scratch the surface of Everest's grandeur. The mountain's beauty is ever-changing, with each season bringing a new aspect to its character. From the lush greenery of the lower slopes in spring to the stark, icy peaks in winter, Everest is a place of constant transformation. Climbers who brave its heights are rewarded with breathtaking views and a profound sense of accomplishment. It is a place of extremes, where temperatures can plummet to -60 degrees Celsius and winds howl at hurricane force. These harsh conditions make climbing Everest a perilous endeavor, requiring careful preparation and unwavering determination. The mountain's weather is unpredictable, with sudden storms and avalanches posing constant threats to those who dare to ascend its slopes. Yet, despite these harsh conditions, life finds a way. Hardy plants and resilient animals have adapted to survive in this unforgiving environment. From the elusive snow leopard to the tenacious mosses clinging to the rocks, the biodiversity of Everest is a testament to the resilience of life. These organisms have evolved unique strategies to cope with the extreme cold and low oxygen levels, showcasing the incredible adaptability of nature. The human spirit is also evident on Everest, particularly in the Sherpa community. These skilled mountaineers have been instrumental in the success of countless expeditions, their knowledge of the terrain and ability to thrive at high altitudes making them invaluable guides. The Sherpas' deep connection to the mountain is reflected in their culture and traditions, which are intertwined with the history of Everest. The journey to the summit begins at base camp, where climbers from around the world gather to prepare for the arduous ascent. This bustling hub of activity is a melting pot of cultures and languages, united by a common goal. The camaraderie and shared experiences at base camp create a unique sense of community, as climbers support each other through the challenges ahead. Reaching the summit of Mount Everest is a moment of triumph, a culmination of months, if not years, of preparation and perseverance. Standing at the highest point on Earth, climbers are rewarded with a view that few will ever see, a breathtaking panorama that stretches as far as the eye can see. This achievement is a testament to the human spirit's capacity to overcome even the most daunting obstacles. As the sun sets over Mount Everest, casting a golden glow on its peaks, one can't help but feel a sense of awe. This mountain, with its towering presence and rich history, continues to inspire and challenge us. It stands as a reminder of the beauty and power of nature and the enduring spirit of those who seek to conquer it. Section 4. Mysteries in the Clouds. Despite numerous expeditions and scientific studies, Everest still holds on to its secrets. Stories abound of strange creatures sighted high on its slopes, their forms obscured by mist and snow. The Yeti, or abominable snowman, is perhaps the most famous of these legends, a creature that has captured the human imagination for centuries. Then there are the unexplained disappearances. Climbers vanishing without a trace, their last known whereabouts lost to the mountain's icy grip. Some whisper of a curse, a malevolent force that guards the summit from unworthy souls. While these tales may be dismissed as folklore or the product of oxygen-deprived minds, they add to the mystique of Everest. The mountain, it seems, is not quite ready to reveal all of its secrets. Section 5, Base Camp, the gateway to the summit. This is where dreams are forged and the journey to the top of the world truly begins. The journey to Everest's summit begins at Base Camp. This is not just a starting point, but a place where climbers gather their strength, both physically and mentally, for the grueling ascent ahead. Located at an altitude of 5,364 meters, or 17,598 feet, it is a bustling tent city that serves as a base of operations for expeditions. The camp is a hive of activity, with climbers from all over the world converging here, each with their own stories and aspirations. Here, climbers acclimatize to the thin air, prepare their gear, and mentally prepare for the challenges ahead. The process of acclimatization is crucial, as the human body needs time to adjust to the lower oxygen levels at high altitudes. This involves a series of climbs to higher altitudes, followed by returns to base camp to rest and recover. Reaching base camp is an adventure in itself. The trek from Lukla, the nearest airport, takes several days and winds through breathtaking landscapes. Trekkers navigate through dense forests, cross suspension bridges over roaring rivers, and traverse rocky terrains, all while being surrounded by some of the most stunning scenery on the planet. The trek from Lukla, the nearest airport, takes several days and winds through breathtaking landscapes. The journey is as much about the experience as it is about the destination, with each step bringing trekkers closer to the heart of the Himalayas. Sherpa villages dot the trail, offering glimpses into the local culture and way of life. These villages are a testament to the resilience and hospitality of the Sherpa people, who have lived in these harsh conditions for generations. Trekkers often stop in these villages to rest, enjoy a meal, and learn about the rich traditions and customs of the Sherpa community. The atmosphere at base camp is a unique blend of anticipation and camaraderie. Climbers share stories of their journeys, exchange tips and advice, and form bonds that will last a lifetime. The sense of community here is palpable, as everyone is united by a common goal: to reach the summit of Everest. Climbers from all walks of life come together, united by their shared goal. Whether they are seasoned mountaineers or first-time adventurers, each person brings their own unique perspective and experiences to the table. This diversity adds to the richness of the base camp experience, making it a melting pot of cultures and stories. The air buzzes with a nervous energy as expeditions finalize their plans and await a weather window for their summit push. The weather on Everest is notoriously unpredictable, and climbers must be prepared to wait for the perfect conditions. This waiting period is filled with a mix of excitement and anxiety, as climbers mentally prepare themselves for the final push to the summit. During this time, climbers also take the opportunity to practice their climbing techniques and ensure that all their equipment is in perfect working order. Sherpas, the unsung heroes of Everest expeditions, play a crucial role in organizing supplies and setting up camps higher up the mountain. Their expertise and knowledge of the terrain are invaluable to the success of any expedition. As the sun sets over base camp, the climbers gather around campfires, sharing stories and building friendships. The cold night air is filled with the sounds of laughter and the crackling of the fire, creating a sense of warmth and camaraderie that is essential for the challenges ahead. This is the gateway to the summit, where the journey to the top of the world begins.